Hi Anita, how are you?
Hi, Jose. Good evening. How's everything?
It's fine. I'm on vacation.
Yes, I can imagine. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, but you told
uh,
me that no, right?
Sorry?
I guess the other day you told me that it was not incredible at all, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. But how is everything?
Oh, it's nice. Now I'm in Houston.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And
Yeah.
how is the weather?
It's so cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 8 grades.
No, there is no way.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
I'm freezing.
Here in my country, it's very hot. You can't imagine. It's
It
the
it's
hottest weather, I guess.
no, I think Bolivia is cold. No.
No, in Bolivia it is not cold. It is hot. The weather is crazy because at afternoon it is very hot, but now it's near to rain, so it is crazy. But
Yeah.
okay, all right. So okay, so we're gonna start with today's classes, right? This lesson is very short. It's not like a grammar, you know. It's more like you have to learn these verbs, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So I have a question. We can review the the practice, the Saturday practice.
oh yes, for sure.
Yeah, I I didn't have time to check.
Oh, don't worry, it's okay. This lesson is well as phrasal verbs. The lesson is very short, so then we can review. So how about if we look first for the Saturday's lesson, and then we're gonna continue with today's lesson, right?
Okay.
Okay. So there you have it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So it was about comparisons with us, plus adjective, plus us, right? So let's listen to this audio first.
Hi, I was just thinking about my friend Andrea. She's a journalist like Talia. I think she's just as smart as Talia, but she's not as ambitious. As smart as and not as ambitious are comparisons with as. Let's learn about them.
Okay. So we have as smart as, not as ambitious, right? As an example. So let's listen first audio and then we're going to start with the explanation.
Sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are the same. To talk about a similarity, we use as plus adjective plus as.
Maybe you can describe Jackie Baker.
She's as tall as you are.
Nick means that Jackie and the receptionist are the same height.
Okay, so we're gonna use this structure, this grammar, to make comparisons, right? When the things we're comparing are equal in some way, right? So in the example we have, she's as tall as you are. So what does it mean? That Jackie and the receptionist are the same height, right? The same height, okay? So in this case, we can also use not only with adjectives, we can also use with adverbs, right? For example, you have to no, the weather this summer is as bad as last year. So I'm saying that it is equal, right? It's the same, right? So the weather this summer is bad as the last year, right? It's as bad as the last year. It hasn't stopped raining for weeks, right? Or the world's biggest ball is as big as a small elephant, right? So I'm saying, or I'm describing, I'm showing the similarity between two objects, right? It could be two people, two things, right? But I'm talking about the similarity they have, okay? So we have this kind of structure. The first one is as tall as. So you always have to use as as you can see, we're first describing the subject that we're going to talk about, and then we have the verb. And the important part is this one, okay? I'm not gonna change this. The only thing that I can change is my adjective, okay? Tall, big, heavy, tall, right? Oh, we have tall, well, right? Always, we can also conjugate it with adverbs, as I told you, right? So we often use expressions of possibility or ability after as, right? We have, for example, can you come as soon as possible, right? Go to as many places as you can. We got here as fast as we could, right? As you can see, we can also use it when I'm gonna express a possibility or ability. We can, the other day, one of my students asked me, what is the time tense of this? This is not a time tense, okay? This is a grammar, but it doesn't imply some specific time, right? So you can also use for possibilities. We can also use with much, right? For example, when we want to make comparisons referring to a quantity, right? We use as much as, right? I'm gonna write it. As much as, this is a structure, right? When I'm gonna talk or I'm gonna refer about quantity, okay? So an example of it, Greg, makes as much money as Mick. Okay, so as you can see, I'm saying that Greg and Mick, they make the same quantity of money, right? I'm showing a similarity between man, okay? We can use it with uncountable nouns, right? And for those words that are countable, right, with plural nouns, okay? For example, how about the use of many, right? Instead of saying much, I'm gonna use many because it is uncountable, right? So they, no, there, no. Yes, it's okay. There weren't as many people there. Oh, yes, it's okay. There as I expect. Okay, so remember, you can use it. This structure is as much as to talk about countables, right? Uncountable and many. Okay, you can use it with plural nouns, right? People is plural, so you can use many. So I don't know if you have any question until this part, Jose.
No, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. So let's continue with the next point.
Sometimes we want to talk about ways two people or things are different. To talk about a difference, we use not as plus adjective plus as. Things aren't as bad as they seem.
Okay, so in this point, we're gonna learn how to use a negative, okay? So when we're gonna say, or we want to express that something is different, right? To talk about the difference, we're gonna use not as adjective plus as. Okay, in this case, I used the contraction, right? Because of the verb to be. Things aren't as bad as they seem. Notice that I'm not modifying anything, right? The only thing that I'm doing is adding the negative not. So to make comparisons between things which aren't equal, we're gonna use not plus, not as plus adjective plus as, okay? So if I'm gonna say, for example, okay, we're gonna say they didn't, okay? They didn't play as well as they usually do. Okay, so notice that I'm placing the negative and the auxiliary, right? They didn't play as well as they usually do, right? So another example is I don't know, it is it is not as heavy as I thought. Okay, so I'm not using the contraction in this case. Okay, I could do it. It isn't as heavy as I thought. You can actually do it, right? So she is not singing as loudly as she can. Okay, in this example, I'm not using any adjective. I'm using an adverb, loudly. Okay, she's not singing as loudly as she can, right? So this is the structure. So it depends on the context, right? If you're gonna place it directly, as I don't have I actually could do it, but I don't have any verb, so that's the reason why I'm using this structure. I mean the subject, it, the verb to be, and directly the negative, okay? Or if I'm gonna have the auxiliary, I'm gonna place it in that part, and then it is gonna go my verb because of the structure of the time tense, right? That's the reason why in this case it's changing a little bit the structure, because I'm following the structure tense order, right? So I'm gonna show you another slide, because I guess we don't have in this part the use of the adverb, right? Let me check. No, we don't, right? Okay, but until this part, is everything clear? Jose?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So we're gonna continue with the third point.
When the meaning is clear, we often leave out the second part of the comparison. Dean's a good player, but is he as good as Nick?
Sure, he's just as good.
In this example, Zach means Dean is as good as Nick.
Okay, so in this case, we often leave out the second part of comparison, right? What is the second part? This one, right? So I have my first part, and then I have the second part, right? So Dean's a good player, but is he as good as Nick? Sure, he's just as good as Nick. I could say that, yes, I can, but I'm not gonna do it because it's clear, right? So it's not unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. It could sound though as a redundancy. So that's the reason why we are omitting the last part. I mean the second part, right? So you can actually do it, but it's up to you, right? There is no, it's not a rule, but to sound more fluently, we actually do that. We leave out the second part of the comparison. Okay?
Okay.
Is there a question maybe?
No, it's everything clear.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna show you this other slide in a second. I hope I can find it because I have a little. All right. Mm. Okay, I guess it's this one. No, it's from National Geographic, but I can't find it. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Oh, all right, I get it. So, okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you again. So once you can see it, please let me know.
Okay, now.
Okay, thank you. So we have we have comparatives, we have superlatives, comparative adverbs, comparing comparisons, right? But this is not part of the lesson. So where is it? Okay, there you have it. So this is more clear, right? This is from Nat Geo. They also have books, right, to learn English. But in my opinion, I guess are not as good as Person, right? I guess Person is the best one, right? Because I had that book, those books from National Geographic, and it has a lot of unnecessary information, right? Like redundancy. But for me, one of the best books is from, there's one called, I don't know if I have that book here. It's a little grammar, you can imagine. So Person is the best one. But in this case, we have information about comparisons, right? With us. So can you please read this example?
Yes, my car is as big comfortable as your car. I drive as well carefully as you do.
Okay, thank you. My car is as big as your car, and my car is as comfortable as your car, right? We have three. We only need to know three rules, if we're gonna call it that. Well, the last one, I know, no. I have that in with adverbs. Yes, we have with less, so no, it's not part of, right? So, can you please read the first point?
Right, use as plus adjective adverb plus as to compare to people, places, or scenes that are the same or equal in the some way. Adjective to your car is as old as mine. Adverb, I can roll from a mile as fast as you can.
Okay, thank you. So as you can see, we're saying that two things, two people, two places, right, are equal or are the same, right? We can use this structure with adjectives, nor with adverbs, right? So it's up to you. Okay, so this point is very clear, right? We're gonna continue with the second point. Can you please read it?
Okay, to complete the comparison with us, as you can use a pronoun plus verb, be a subject pronoun plus verb, or an auxiliary verb. C, a possessive noun or possessive pronoun. Okay. A, I dance as well as my brother dances. B, dance as well as he dances. I dance as well as he does. My computer is as old as Rita's, and my computer is old as hers.
Okay, thank you. So this is the interesting part, how they work, right? How it works, right? Okay, we have three ways, right, to complete this structure, right? The first one is with a noun, right? It's optional if you're gonna complete it with a verb, right? As I told you, this is unnecessary, right? That's the reason why it is in parentheses, because it's unnecessary, right? Only if you want it, because when the meaning is clear, we often leave out the second part, and that's what we actually are doing. right? I dance as well as my brother, right? It's optional, right? Well, it only applies when the meaning is clear, right? If it's not, I have to say the whole sentence, right? The second part, right, is to use it with an auxiliary verb or a verb. I dance as well as he dances, right? As you can see, it's almost similar in a way. Or I can actually complete it with an auxiliary. And the question here is, how do I know what kind of auxiliary am I gonna use? Well, it depends on the sentence. I'm gonna notice that this sentence is in the simple present. So what is the auxiliary verb that works with the simple present? Okay, I have to do and does. So I'm talking about me, right? I'm talking about him, right? So that's the reason of why I'm using does, because of the subject pronoun. And the last part is I'm gonna complete them with a possessive noun or a possessive pronoun. My computer is as old as Rita's, right? I'm using a possessive pronoun, right? A possessive noun, sorry, Rita's, right? So I'm saying that my computer is as old as Rita's computer, right? As you can see, we're leaving out the noun, right? It's unnecessary to place it, or well, to write it. And I can also use it with a possessive pronoun. First, my computer is as old as first, and it's okay, right? You can change this possessive pronoun with the 8 possessive pronouns that we have. And we have the last part. In informal speaking, object pronouns are often used to complete comparisons with as. So if I want to sound formal, right, I'm gonna use the subject and the verb. He's as tall as I am. Or if I want to sound more informal, right, I'm gonna use an object pronoun. He's as tall as him. He's as tall as me, right? He's as tall as her, right? So it's up to you which one you're gonna use. It depends on the situation, right? If it's formal or if it's informal. Okay, so that will be all the grammar explanation about this comparison. I don't know if you have any question. Jose, are you there?
Yes. I'm
Do
listening.
you have any question?
No.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna practice. You have to complete each sentence, right? With the adjective or adverb that are in parentheses, and you're gonna use the structure, right? So number one, no, I'm sorry, number two.
Marx plays the guitar as well as Nancy does.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Well, as Nancy does. Number three.
Online reviews are as useful as asking friends. For I read online reviews as carefully as he does. The code was just as warm as it looked. Your sofa is just as comfortable as Diane's. My computer is fast as the newer models. He shops online as frequently as I do.
Okay, as you can see, it's kind of easy, right? If you know how
Yeah.
to use it, right? Okay, we're using auxiliaries, right? We're using the possessive noun, right? We're in the last one we're using the auxiliary though, right? So it's up to you which one you're gonna use, right?
Okay.
Okay. So all right, that will be right. Okay. This is not part of the lesson. The last less adjective. No, Dan, we are not in that part. It's not us. Okay. This is something that we've seen, right? But when we're gonna use less and than, it's almost similar to not us and us, right? Adjective or adverb, right? So we're gonna stop until this part because we saw, we've seen this structure, right? But I'm not sure. Oh no, this is a combination because we didn't see this lesson. We can't do the exercises below, right? We didn't see this lesson. Well, not yet. Okay. So now is everything clear? Do you have any question?
No, well, it's clear.
Okay. So we have, what time is it? Until what time?
5:30.
Yes. Okay. I guess we're gonna have.
6:30.
Yes, we're gonna have enough time to complete these exercises, right? So in the chat, you're gonna write the answers for these 8 exercises, okay? So use the words to make comparisons as, right? You're gonna make you're gonna write these exercises below, right? For example, we have desktop computers be popular laptops, okay? Their desktop computers, what is desktop? Desktop? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a line. Are as popular as laptops are, right? So you're gonna word in that way. Okay, you're gonna write into the chat, into the Zoom chat, and I'm gonna copy the answers. All right?
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, please. Microwave ovens work well, regular ovens. If you want it, right, leave out the second part if the meaning is clear, right?
Okay. I write in chat or word.
Yes, please, in the chat.
Okay. Chat.
Okay, thank you. Oh, of course. Microwave ovens.
No, no, no. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, you got
No way.
confused. Okay, thank you. Microwave ovens work as well. Okay, works. That will always work as well as. Okay, thank you. Work. Okay. 1 second. Thank you. Modularnovie. Go. Modularnovie. Go. Give me a second, please. I want to check something. Modularnovie. Go as fast as cars. This hotel room B. Well, in number 4, right? This hotel room B. How about if you change the verb is? Is, okay? Because we're talking about it. It is. This hotel room is as big as my apartment. Okay, you get it?
Okay.
All right. A smartphone send messages as quickly as laptop. Okay, very good. As a laptop. Okay, my mother speaks because I'm talking about her. Okay, my mother speaks English as well as my father. All right, don't forget the third person. This
Okay.
sentence is in simple present, so if we're talking about the third person, we have to add the letter S. Okay, now, give me a second. I'm gonna take a pic of this, please. All right. So let's continue with the next part. Okay, you only have to complete number 8 and 7 and 8. Motorcycles go. Okay, yes, it's Gabby goes. Now it's okay. Thank you. Because of the third person, Gabby goes shopping. Oh, what happened? Gabby goes shopping as often as Linda. Great. And the last one, trains. Trains are, thank you. Trains are as comfortable as airplanes. Great, good job. Now, is it clear? Was it easy for you?
Yeah, was easy.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so that will be everything about the lesson. As I told you, it was a short one. Now, in the future, right, we're gonna learn, we're gonna try to make these exercises, right? Because it's part of the, well, it's a combination with comparison, with less, but it's the comparative form, right? So we're gonna look for it forward. All right, so now we're gonna continue with today's lesson. And it's about inseparable phrasal verbs, right? As I told you, this is not part of grammar, right? It's more vocabulary than other thing, right? But it has a structure, right? To form these phrasal verbs. Okay, to tell the truth, I don't like too much phrasal verbs because we have a lot of, you can imagine. But those are complex, in my opinion, but we have to learn, okay? So,
Okay.
listen this audio.
Hi. Phew, what a morning. My car broke down. Then, while I was waiting for the bus, I ran into an old friend. So we sat down and waited together and caught up on things. Break down. run into, sit down, and catch up are examples of phrasal verbs. Would you like to learn more?
Okay, so we have inseparable phrasal verbs. For example, break down, run into, sit down, catch up. Okay, so let's listen to the first audio.
Phrasal verbs are verbs that have two parts, a verb plus a particle. Run into is a phrasal verb. Run is the verb. Into is the particle. The particle looks just like a preposition, but it is actually one part of this two-part verb. The particle often changes the meaning of the verb.
I'm surprised you never ran into her.
In the example, ran into means met by chance. As you can see, the verb run plus the particle into has a completely different meaning from the verb run by itself.
All right. So a phrasal verb, right, is a verb that have two parts, right? One example is run, run into. Run is the verb, and the second part, it is called a particle, into, right? So you can use whatever verb you want, right? And no,
Anita, I can listen to you.
Jose, can you listen to me?
Yes, now I can listen to you.
Oh my goodness, it was a problem. I have to leave the meeting. Okay, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry for that. I don't know what
no
happened.
problem.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna continue. We stop in first part. All right, I'm gonna share my screen with you. So once you can see it, let me know. Right. Okay, can you see it?
Yes,
All right,
phrasal
thank
verbs.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. All right. So as I was telling you, right? We have these phrasal verbs, right? And all of them follow the same order, right? We have two different kind of phrasal verbs. This lesson is specifically about inseparable phrasal verb. What does it mean? That I can separate this phrasal verb, right? There's the other, we have the other case of the phrasal verbs. When you can separate, I mean, in the middle, you can put an object, right? Or a person, a noun, right? But this is not the case. We have a PDF list where you're gonna find those inseparable phrasal verbs. And this is a curious part, right? Because the run, right? The verb run, we know it's an action. It's like doing exercise or something like that. But if I'm gonna add to this verb a particle, in this case, I'm gonna use into. This is gonna change the whole meaning, right? It doesn't mean run. It doesn't mean doing exercise or something like that, right? What does it mean run into, right? It means meet by chance. In this example, it's in the past, so it means met by chance, okay? As you can see, it has a different meaning with the particle by the verb, with the verb by itself, right? From the verb by run by itself, okay? So that's a phrasal verb. It's two parts verb, right? The first part is the verb and the second part is a particle. So we use them a lot, right? You're gonna find in movies and songs. It's incredible how do people use this structure, right? These phrasal verbs, right? So don't forget that run means to do an exercise, but if I'm gonna add to this verb a particle, I'm gonna just into. It means meet by chance, right? I was walking on the street and I found you, right? So I ran into you. It means that I met you by chance, okay? Like something like you didn't plan, right? So that will be a phrasal, but I don't know if you have any question about this first part or this first point.
No.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the second point.
Some phrasal verbs are inseparable. This means that the two parts, verb and particle, always stay together. When an inseparable phrasal verb has an object, the object always comes after the two parts of the verb.
What do you think of this scandal?
I'm not sure what I think of it. I don't have enough information.
In the conversation, the noun, this scandal, and the pronoun, it, are objects of the verb think of. Both noun and pronoun objects always come after an inseparable phrasal verb.
Okay, so as I told you, we have the inseparable and separable phrasal verbs. Okay, and when I'm saying inseparable, it means that I cannot separate, right? It's a case of think of, okay? Think of, it's a phrasal verb. It is a verb with, in this case, I have the preposition, right? So what do you think of this scandal, right? I'm not separating. I'm not saying, what do you think this scandal of? Okay, so that's the reason of why we can't separate, right? The noun is this scandal, right? I'm using it instead of this scandal again in order to avoid the redundancy. So both noun and pronoun objects always come after an inseparable phrasal verb. What does it mean? First, we're gonna use the phrasal verb, okay? Then we're gonna choose the object or the pronoun, okay? The subject pronoun, the noun, right? What do you think of this scandal? I'm not sure what I think of it, right? Again, I'm not separating. I cannot say I'm sure what I think it of, right? So in this case, we have the example, the wrong example, something that we don't have to do. This is the object, right? And this is the subject pronoun. So this is the phrasal verb. What am I doing in this example? I'm separating the verb from my particle, and this is incorrect because think of, it's an inseparable phrasal verb. Okay. Any question maybe?
All right. No.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the second, with the fourth page, with the last one.
Some phrasal verbs are used with certain prepositions when they have an object. We sometimes call these combinations three-part verbs. Three-part verbs are inseparable.
I need to catch up on the news.
The phrasal verb catch up means do something you did not have time to do before. We use it with the preposition on when there is an object. We don't use the preposition when there is no object.
I've been so busy. I need some time to catch up.
Okay. Some phrasal verbs are used with certain prepositions, and it is called three-part verbs, right? Those three-part verbs are inseparable, right? As you can see, we have three parts. We have the verb, we have the particle, and we have the preposition, okay? So I need to catch up on the news. So the question here is, are those phrasal verbs always three-part? No, the answer is no. So how do I know when I'm gonna use this three-part? How do I know if I only gonna use catch up or only catch up on? Because I'm gonna notice if I have an object. As you can see, the news is an object, right? So that's the reason of why I'm using a preposition, because the preposition is working on the object, right? I need to catch up on the news. So we're gonna find some cases where we are not gonna have any preposition, any object, I mean, right? Is the case of this example. I've been so busy, I need some time to catch up. Do I have an object? No, I don't. So it could be unnecessary, the use of the preposition, right? So it's only, I'm only gonna use the two parts, right? So the meaning is the same, right? So I need to catch up. Catch up means like I didn't watch TV show or the news. Okay, I don't know what kind of example can I give you in order to show you the meaning. All right, so I didn't have a TV, so now I bought it, right? Now I have a television. So now I'm gonna catch up on the news, right? Because I didn't have a television, but now I went to the store and I bought a new one. Okay, so that's the meaning of catch up. So I don't know if you have any question, maybe.
No.
Okay, something that is important to know. When we don't know the meaning of a phrasal verb, we have to try, right? In some cases, it is almost, well, in some cases, we're not gonna find the meaning in Spanish, right? If I'm gonna copy, for example, this catch up on the dictionary, right? Or something like that, or I don't know. I have some students that are still using translators, right? Even when I told them that it's incorrect to use a translator because it's the worst thing, right? If I'm gonna copy catch up, maybe the most probably is that I'm gonna have another meaning in Spanish, right? So when we want to translate the phrasal verbs, it gets difficult because sometimes neither the translator can give us the precise or the correct meaning for each phrasal verb. For that reason, we have a PDF where you have to learn, we have to practice. If you don't, it's gonna be your vocabulary is gonna be it's gonna be like
Limited.
like difficult, right? You get it?
Yeah.
So in some cases, try to find the meaning, to understand the meaning, not to translate. All right. So okay, that will be everything. Okay, and now we're gonna practice a little bit. I'm gonna share the. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share the link with you in our WhatsApp. Oh, no, not WhatsApp, in our meeting chat. Okay, so you know how does it work. We are gonna open it. You're gonna ask for request. Okay, I got it. So it's open. And what can I? Okay, I already shared with you, Jose. Can you please refresh? And we're gonna work on this part and this exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, decide whether the following phrasal verbs are separable or inseparable. Choose the correct sentences. Okay, so we have the first one, turned off. Okay, so you're going to identify. You have two options, letter A and B. You're going to underline the correct answer if it's separable or inseparable. Okay.
All right. The line is separable.
Yes,
okay.
The turned off. Yes, it is okay.
Okay.
Turned off. We can say, right? We have some of these exercises, right? Is the case of the first phrasal verb that turned off is separable and it is inseparable, right? So the correct answer is are both, okay? Emma turned off the radio and Emma turned the radio off, okay? So both options are
both.
yes. Turned off goes to the column, right? that are separable and inseparable. Okay. Number 2. Okay, then. Okay, thank you. Get on. No, number 3, it's incorrect, right? It's only one option. Get on. Matthew got on the train. Matthew got the train on. All right, thank you. Matthew got on the train. Hand in. Take after. Okay, number 5 is incorrect. Take after. We only have one option. Okay, thank you. He takes after. He takes after his father. That's the only option. Jeez. Okay, thank you. Number 7 is correct. Thank you. Oh, I will come back later. I will come later back. Okay, number 8, it's inseparable, right? So I will come back later to that. Okay, number 9 is great. Number 10. Okay, number 10. Okay, is
About.
that's correct. Both. Number 11. Ask out.
That is separable. I don't know.
Ask out. All right. It's inseparable, right? Kevin asked out Lily. Inseparable.
Inseparable.
Okay, thank you. Number 12. Rachel gave up Jackie. Okay, thank you. It was right. Now you're gonna match the phrasal verbs to the meaning. Okay, we have look up, look back, look out. Oh, sorry, this part I forgot to. Okay. Oh, what happened? I can't secure. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna. No, I'm not gonna join. Okay, so we have look up, look back, look out, look around, look after, look at, look forward to, look ahead, look for, and look over. All of these phrasal verbs are with look. That's the main verb, right? But the particle is changing. So you have to fill in the table with the right answer. Number 1, I gave you the answer, right? Is weather. Is the last one, almost the last one. Okay.
To think about a time or event in the past.
Yes, that's the meaning. All right, for number 1. Look
Okay.
up means to become better, to improve. So number 1 is already done. So you have to complete the next 9 sentences. Oh, yes. Okay. So
All right.
go ahead, please.
Tomato look back.
Oh, I forgot to write this exercise. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have this document, but I have in PDF, so then I have to copy everything again
Okay.
because I don't have license in Word. So I'm so sorry for it. You're only gonna complete it, please.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's all. And now to comment. Okay. All right, let me check for the answer. No, number 8, it's not letter G. Number 9, it's okay. Okay, the number 9, it's correct. It's letter E. Number 8, it's incorrect. Number 7, it's incorrect though. And the last one, number 6, right? So try to do it again, please. You can look for the meaning of each phrasal verb in Cambridge page, right? If you really don't get it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Number 8 is letter T. Now it's great. It means to think about and plan the future. To think about and plan the future. We're going to underline those exercises are done. Try again, please. It's not G.
It's not J.
No, it is not.
Okay.
Those are underlined, are already used. I'm doing that in order not to get confused. No, it's not letter C. Number 7, it's letter A. Okay?
Okay.
Look forward to means to feel happy, okay? To
Okay.
feel happy and excited. Okay. Okay. I don't think so. Number 2, look back. No. Okay, number 2 is look back. When we say look back, it's like like thinking like if you had a situation in the past, so you have to look back in order to remember some things, that's the meaning of look back. You get it? For example, I was looking back to those times when I was at school. You get it? Look back. I was looking back for when I was looking back to those moments, about those moments when I was at school. Letter, the last one, right?
No.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. It means to think about the time or event in the past, right? Look back. Okay, how about number 3? It is look out. Underline this word, not to get lost. All right, so look out. What do you think? I'm gonna give you an example. What number is it? Oh. Look back is number 3. No, it's not letter H. Okay. Okay. So okay. I was looking out on my friends, right? Because I thought they because they had an accident, right? Or they were near to have an accident. When a car was near to crash them, to crash in. Okay, you get it? Or yes, that's the correct one. That was letter F. Okay. How about number 4? Look around. Ooh, this phrasal verb is one of the most common we have. Look around. So okay. I was looking around, or I looked around to New York, right? And everything there is amazing. There was a shopping, there was a mall. Okay, thank you, that's the correct one. It was letter G. Look around. Okay, and we have look after. Oh, we already made look after, right? Oh no, we didn't. What was the other one? Oh, look back. Okay, look after. All right, so look after is like I'm gonna look after on my cousin because I love him, right? I'm gonna look after on my nephew because I love him, right? On my puppy, I looked after to my puppy because he was hurt. He was hurted. Okay, yes, thank you. That's the meaning of it. Look after. It's like take care of someone else or something. Okay, number 6. Look at. Look at no, it's gonna be it's gonna be obviously look at this picture. It has some interesting details. No, it's not letter H. Thank you, it's letter C. To direct your eyes towards or someone or something. Okay. And all right, your okay, number 8. Okay, number 8, where is it? Look ahead. Okay, when I say look ahead, what example can I give you for this phrasal verb? All right, this is incorrect, right? It's not letter A. Neither letter E. Okay, the letter yes. Okay, so look ahead. Okay, I was overthinking about the situation, so it takes me to look ahead of what I'm gonna do when I get married, for example. Look ahead. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking ahead about how much it's gonna cost me my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
All right, so what do you think? What letter do you think it is? So number 8. Okay. No, give me a second. No. No, number 8 is letter. Number 8 is letter. Yes, it's letter D. Right? To think about and plan the future. Yes, that's right. That's the reason why I told you. I don't know. I was looking ahead about how much it's gonna cost me my bachelor's degree because it's the future, right? Number 9. Okay, number 9 is look for. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look for my brother because I don't know where is he? Because I don't know where he is. Yes, I don't know where he is. So what do you think? I'm gonna look for my brother because I don't know where he is. I'm gonna look for a job because I don't. Okay, thank you. And the last one. No. Look forward to. No, this was letter A and this was letter H. Okay. Number 7, look forward is to feel happy and excited. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's correct. Look forward to. And number 10, look over, right? It's like I'm gonna look over to the airplane, right? I'm an agent, so I'm gonna look forward. I'm gonna look over. I mean, yes, I'm gonna look over to the airplane because I don't know if someone brings something, something weird. Okay, you get it now?
Yeah, was difficult.
Yes, phrasal verbs are difficult, right? Because we have a lot of it, as you can see, even if you know the meaning of the verb, of the main verb, if you're gonna change the particle, it is gonna change the complete meaning, right? For that reason, I recommend, I'm gonna send a PDF to our WhatsApp group, right? There, you're gonna find some, well, some phrasal verbs, the most useful, right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, don't worry. So do you have any question maybe?
No.
All right, thank you. So tomorrow's lesson, oh no, Wednesday, yes, Wednesday, yes, Wednesday's lesson, it's not that large, right? So we're gonna finish the last part of the phrasal verbs on Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Jose. If you don't have any question, that will be everything for today.
Yeah. I have
Can you see the pool?
yes. Can you
All right.
change the due date?
From the I didn't assign this homework.
No,
The last one from the last week?
yeah, please.
Okay, give me a second. All right. If you didn't do anything?
Yes. No,
Oh,
please.
okay. So I'm gonna do it right now. Give me a second.
Okay, thank you so much.
If you're gonna see some, oh, okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna assign, no, on Wednesday I'm gonna assign the other model, right? So okay. Oh, I don't know why. What? I can assign you. Oh yes, I know. Give me a second, please. I don't know why I can't assign you. No. I can assign you again, right? Give me a second. I'm gonna ask to the coordinator, right? And until today, midnight is gonna be assigned. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jose.
The last week the due date is
From this new homework, from
no
this week,
the last week.
it was you have until today, I guess.
Yeah, but I can't.
That's the reason of why I can assign you. Give me a second. No, yes. Okay, can you please check it right now? Because when you open person, there you have the yes, 18 due date. Yes, what day is today?
21.
22. Okay. Can you please check until? But you have time. What happened? Okay, I'm gonna change it. Okay, can you please check it again? Oh yes, now I can sign. Okay,
Yeah,
no.
I have 2 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna give you until tomorrow. Is it okay?
Wednesday, if it's okay,
Okay, give me a second.
please. Sorry.
No, but I didn't know why I can't assign you. Now, a minute ago I could do it. Okay, yes, now it's okay. I don't know why, but okay, so you're gonna have extra information, okay? You only pass away the page, right? There's no problem on it.
All right. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Nathan.
Don't worry. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I already assigned you until 23rd, Wednesday, on Wednesday 23rd, until midnight. You're going to have an hour to complete the quiz. You're going to have the model answer. Person is going to read you the capitalization and the punctuation, and that will be everything, right? So you're
All
going to upload it, okay?
Yeah.
And that will be everything. Jose, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, right?
See you tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you.
See you.